This is devotional number 339, and today's date is September 28th, 2017. This week we've been considering the topic of your heart condition. And today I'd like us to look at Isaiah 29:13. Wherefore the Lord said, Forasmuch as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Without a doubt, Isaiah 29:13 is an extremely penetrating verse. It exposes the veneer of unsaved man's religious hypocrisy and his weak and ignorant estimation of the one who created him. This sinful attitude is also portrayed in Psalm 10, verse 11. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. And Jeremiah 12:2 states, Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root. They grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. Thou art near in their mouth, and far from their reins. Incidentally, the word reins refers to the kidneys and is equivalent to the heart. Sadly, this is the lot of many who are quick to identify themselves as the people of God or as Christians. And it's especially frightening because it says, Thou hast planted them, yea, they have taken root. They grow, yea, they bring forth fruit. And it reminds us of the parable of the sower, in which there was planting, there was growth, but that also came to an end for one reason or the other. They didn't go on to maturity. Ezekiel 33:31-32 further adds, And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. The true underlying sentiment of these individuals is also expressed in the following passages. In Luke 19:12-14 is a section of a parable in which God, as the nobleman, goes into a far country and leaves instructions for his servants. He said, therefore, a certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. And he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, Occupy till I come. But his citizens hated him and sent a message after him saying, We will not have this man to reign over us. 1 Samuel 8:7 sadly announces, And Jehovah said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee, for they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. Is it any wonder that God makes this solemn declaration in Matthew 7:21-23? Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. The heartfelt desire of the child of God, on the other hand, is to be obedient to the Word of God, as John 14:15 affirms. If ye love me, keep my commandments. Luke 6:46 adds, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? Luke 8:21 continues, and he answered and said unto them, my mother and my brethren are these which hear the word of God and do it. And Luke 8:15 asserts, but that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience. If we combine that with the other verse that we just read earlier, having to do with the parable of the sower, the key is, and bring forth fruit with patience. James 1:22 highlights this same truth, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. Such obedience stems from a heart that desires above all else to please God, as these following citations indicate. Psalm 42:1-2 states, as the hart panteth after the water brooks, so panteth my soul after thee, O God. My soul thirsteth for God, for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? And Psalm 73:25 affirms, whom have I in heaven but thee? And there is none upon earth that I desire besides thee. We also read in Matthew 15:7-9, ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, this people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. This passage is emphasizing the importance, the paramount importance of the Bible as the sole authority for the true believer's worship and service, whereas the unregenerate gravitate to the doctrines or ideas of men, as Mark 7:7-9 and 13 insist. Howbeit, in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition, making the word of God of none effect through your tradition, which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. And Colossians 2:8 maintains, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.